So, welcome back. We're going to have to get up to the summit of Mount Coronet. Now, I think you have to get it from this most southerly point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Ouroboros City and then go through there. I don't think when we entered the cave a few episodes ago it was the right way going about it. We're just going to heal up our Pokemon first as well. Starting to have slight doubts about Sneasel's credentials. Feel like could be probably I don't know, maybe a bit harder hitting, not as weak, but we're in the business of we're gonna try and get it into a Weavile if we can find the right tools. But the right tool for now is a bicycle to get up this muddy trail, so we can just line it up. There we go. Good that you don't need a massive run up these days. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to use Super Repel. Don't need anything that is anymore. Really wish I knew. Do we even have one? There we go. So we got 6. So we can head through this cave without too many problems now, I think. An item there, I'm not entirely sure if we can get it. We can. Let's head up there, see what it is. Bottle of protein, nice to see. Oh, gonna have to be really careful here so I don't go off the edge. There we go, we can now use Rock Climb. I think that's the first time I've used Rock Climb, isn't it? Let's get up here. We just need to ascend, really. So as long as we're always ascending, we shouldn't have too many issues. We'll just see. So we've got a max potion there. See if this is anything. Ether. Ether. I'm not entirely sure how to say that, but anyway. Item down here. That's an escape rope, potentially useful. Looks like there's a lot of items in and around here, so there's a way out there. Not entirely sure if we need that just yet, but we're gonna get all these items first. We've got Rock Slide there, which is a useful rock type move. Potentially one that we could teach to something. Not entirely sure which one, but we've got Revive there. There's more cave over here. What's this then? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that previous one, because I don't think we're high enough to be at the summit yet. So if we were going to go outside, it probably isn't yet. Use another repel. Don't need to be catching any Zubats or Geodudes. I've gone up the wrong one. Where do we go? Up here. On this game you take more steps as well, I think. So this is Route 207. Ah, right, okay, that makes a bit more sense. So is there an item down here that we couldn't get before? Yes, there is. So hopefully this is worth getting. Not really. Bottle of iron. Gonna head back up then. And we'll head towards the darker part of the cave. Yeah, we'll use another one. Through there, down there, under there, up there, left, right, left and down, be careful, to the right, let's go. And through the hole. So what's at this side then? Got a max revive there, nice. But we'll head up towards here. So there's a galactic person there, so we know we're on the right trail. We grunts have assigned 2 noble jobs, one to ensure the success of the operation at the summit, and 2 utterly destroy anyone who dares to interfere. Good luck. Got 1 Pokemon here, so probably not in the best place to do it, but we've got a Beautifly, which is, you know, not complaining of Beautifly since we've had one since, well, between the first and second gym really. We used it for the second gym. Torterra isn't the best for handling it, but on this occasion Crunch has done all the damage it needed to do. Torterra goes up to level 51, which is good. Wants to learn Giga Drain. Let's have a look. I want to see the PP on this. So PP is 10 and it does 75 damage as opposed to 40 which Mega Drain does. I think the lack of PP probably doesn't hold it back all that much, so I'm going to learn it instead of Mega Drain. But we've picked up a few PP ups on our travels, and I'll definitely be using them. Got Super Repel there, so that's good. Can use that again when the other one runs out. Looks like we might have to face a few grunts before we get to the top of this mountain. Bronzo here, so should be able to use Crunch and get away with it. I'm leading with Torterra. I know it's probably not the best against a lot of these Pokemon, but I'm leading with Torterra simply because the most neutral against a lot of them as well. Like, it doesn't get phased by many of them. So I feel that's a good reason to use it. Not much XP from that one. Only 1 Pokemon, which is a bit of a shame. I could gamble and use something like Houndoom, but we saw in the ice gym that didn't really work. It looks like we're going to the outside now, so I'll use another one for now. I'll see how much grass is actually here though. I use a rock climb to get up this ledge. Looks like there's maze upon maze of where you could go here. Right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back inside briefly and hope this is just a small cavern. We've got a waterfall there. I don't think we've learnt waterfall yet. We've got an Ultra Ball from here. We can go that way, but we can also go up here as well. So I'm gonna push this rock because I need to ascend essentially. So I can use Rock Smash here with the Bidoof. Get to this supposed item, which is a max potion, which is good. We'll use another repel since we found one. Another cavern in here, which goes to the top of this waterfall. Now we know we're going the right way because there's a grunt here. See what he's got. So he's got 3 Pokemon this time. Dustox. Not in the best place to take on a Dustox with Torterra again, but hopefully we can switch to super effective types for his other 2 Pokemon. But on this occasion we'll use Crunch again. Feels like Crunch is the new tackle for me with Torterra. Or that line of evolution anyway. Sneasel and Gardevoir both go up a level, 40 and 44 respectively. Dustox, I'm going to switch actually. I'm going to switch to Beautifly and I'm going to use Air Cutter. I feel like Don't know if this is genuine, but I feel like the further down the party of 6 you are, the less XP you get. And Beautifly doesn't appear to have got all that much XP recently, so potentially use it now and again where we can. So it's going to go with Air Cutter, which is a one-hit KO still, which is good to see. Goes up a level as well for its troubles, and we'll see what the final Pokemon is. The final Pokemon is a Golbat, so we'll switch to Gardevoir and use Psychic. Super effective, no messing around. Want to get these grunts out of the way so we can get to the top of the mountain. Level 38 though, pretty decent these days. So Supersonic, hopefully that doesn't confuse us too much and that we can't use Psychic, but we'll just have to see. To use Psychic, wasn't getting confused there, which is good to see, and it's a one-hit KO as well. Excellent stuff. No new levels. But we're beating that train out there. We move on. Could this potentially be an item that's been blocked by this rock? Feels like it should be. And it's a revive. That's useful. Another grunt here. I really hope I don't have to use Waterfall at some point. I've just missed it by accident. But we've got a Stunky here, so we know what we're going to be using. We're going to be using Earthquake to take this one down. There we go, Earthquake. One hit, one KO. There we go. Golbat now, so we'll switch back to Gardevoir, use Psychic once again. The only thing that's poor about Gardevoir is maybe its lack of speed, but I suppose we've only seen it against Golbat, which is, you know, a fairly speedy Pokemon, so maybe we're being a bit harsh. But no, we've gone first there. Gone first there. Apologies if you heard the horns outside. Not entirely sure what's going on, but we've defeated that grunt anyway. And we move on. So, looks like there's a door to the right. Got an escaper up here. Again, I think we've already found one on this mountain, but could be potentially useful. So, head up here. I just feel like there might be an item up here. Hard to tell. Let's move this boulder anyway. Looks like we're off the other side of the mountain. Let's use another repel. So we can't go any further down than... No, there is one more ledge. So, we've got two entrances here. We had one back there, but we'll go in this one anyway and see what this is all about. As we rise once more. Yeah, definitely headed the right way on this one. So we may have just missed out on an item back there, but hopefully not something too important. We'll just have to see. There might be multiple ways of going up to the top. But anyway, travelling this way. We've got a Bronzor here. It's fairly predictable with these Team Galactic types, so unfortunately you know what attack it's going to be already. It's going to be Crunch, but we know that it just takes out in one hit. Or it should anyway. So one hit KO there as we move on to the final Pokemon. Hopefully something a bit better. Glameow. Trying to think if we've got anything that's super effective. I don't think we have, so I'm going to try and use Razor Leaf and just hope that it takes it out. I feel like it does take it out, but we'll just have to see. It's that time. And there we go. Got rid of that one, but it looks like there's another one just up here. Test these rocks for items, bag of Stardust, which we can sell, which is good. I imagine for the Elite Four I'll just go absolutely crazy because I haven't spent much money in this game at all, and we have actually collected quite a bit, so probably just going to go crazy and buy loads of max revives, loads of, you know, full restores, that kind of thing. So we've got a good chance, because from what I've seen and what I've heard, the Elite Four in this game is particularly hard. Which is why I made such an effort to try and make what I think will be a really good team for the Elite Four. We should be able to give us a good chance as well. Knocked Bronzor out with Crunch there though. See what we get on this second one. So we've got a Golbat coming up, so we're going to switch out to Gardevoir. Again, I apologise for what seems like it might be just repetitive nature, but we know what we're super effective against now. We're just going to keep drumming them moves because we know it works. Psychic here, we've hit first as well. Golbat is finished, and so is this Grunt as we move further and further up the mountain. Can't be many more stages now, let's just see. Another Grunt here. I suppose they've got to make them fairly easy to beat because there are a lot of them. Golbat. Bit annoying. Bit of an annoying one. Didn't really want to take this on, but not first anyway. If you can prepare yourself for it and bring out a Gardevoir, then it's absolutely fine, but otherwise it's a bit of a tough one to take on. Golbat got good speed and isn't weak to a lot that we've got on our team at the moment, so gonna get hit with Bite here, and there's going to be no flinch because we haven't attacked it. Hopefully this Psychic will go first, which it has. It should knock it out. We can move on to the other Pokemon that she has. So we're going to go with Bronzor. Let's use Houndoom. I think the Fire type move should be good against it, and if not, we've got a Dark type move. Although I think it is more effective if the attacking stats of the Pokemon you're attacking is better, because it's foul play. It's like, I don't know how to describe it really. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, kind of thing. Not much XP from that, but we've got a Glameow coming, and we know that Torterra knocks it out, so we'll just go with that. Again, I'm not entirely sure what Glameow's weaknesses are. Should I find out? I should find out now, because it's probably might come up again. We don't have any super effective moves against Glameow, unfortunately. Just one of them, so we're going to have to go with the Razor Leaf on this occasion, but if we come up against another Purugly, we might have a few problems. Because it's one of those tank Pokemon that just takes loads and loads of hits. Anyway, we'll move on. It looks like this could be close to the summit now, and here we are, we're at the Spear Pillar. So first of all, it looks like we're going to have to go for a double battle, and at the end of the corridor it looks like there's a corridor? I don't know what you'd call that. It wasn't a corridor though. So we've got Torterra and Sneasel against Stunky and... I'm going to do Earthquake, and I'm going to bring out Beautify, which should withstand. It says it's super effective against Dustox, which I just don't believe at all. But if it's super effective against Dustox, it should be super effective against Beautify in my mind, but it just isn't. I don't understand that. Anyway, that's not for me to oppose, given that we've just beaten one here. So Torterra up to level 52, Driftblim up to level 42, and Sneasel up to level 41. So all of our Pokemon are higher than the ones we're coming up against now. Just wish Sneasel and Driftblim were edging towards 45 sort of territory. So we're going to be sent out a Glameow on this occasion, and a Krogunk. So we can hit it with two moves, which I know will definitely work. So we can go with the Razor Leaf, which is going to hit both of them, and Beautify is going to do Air Cutter, which is also going to hit both of them, but it's going to be more effective on the Krogunk. And it's got rid of them both, so we didn't even need to use the Razor Leaf, which is a good sign. But there we go. Not much XP gains from them two Pokemon, sadly. You'd expect a bit more from Krogunk maybe, but not to be. So then, this is where we come up with the three commanders at the end. So we'll start with Cyrus. He says, "Now all will end and everything will begin. With this red chain I will pry open the portal to another dimension. I command that you unleash your power for me, Dialga, the mythical Pokemon and the master of time." And there it is, Dialga, the master of time. This will bring about the destruction of all things. With everything gone, there will be no fighting and no strife. Can you feel time distorting? Only I can choose to stop it. Says Cyrus. So, whole world Sinnoh taken over. This is the mythical Pokemon that created Sinnoh, Dialga, the ancient deity of time. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. This world cannot be moulded into the ultimate world I seek. It's far easier to create an entirely new world than to change this one. A world in which I am sure the ruler of all things I shall become a deity. So then, what next? There's no need to rush, says Mars. I can understand you want to battle our boss real bad, but you'll have to go through me first. After all, you've made me look bad more times than I care to remember. And I'll be next. You might be tough, but this time the gloves are coming off. So here we go then. So it looks like Barry is coming in to help as well. So is this a double-double battle? It is a double-double battle, which is good to see. So we've got two Bronzors here, and he's going to bring out his Munchlax. Wow. Lots of help. Why does knock out his Munchlax? Probably a bit harsh. I'll go with Crunch on one of them. Yeah, do you know what? As soon as I did it, I wasn't entirely sure that was going to knock it out. One of the Bronzors uses Reflect. Another uses Confuse Ray, and it's going to attack Munchlax, which is good. So what I'll do next is I'll do... No. I reckon I could. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to use Razor Leaf. Hopefully that takes the Bronzor on the right down to an acceptable level where he can then use Bite on it again and it'll go down. Oh, no, never mind. So, got rid of one Bronzor. Gyro Ball is going to hit Torterra, which is actually more effective than I thought it would be. Going to use Bite, which has done a fair amount, but we're probably going to see a second Pokemon here, which is Skuntank, which is, yeah, not ideal. But I'm going to use Earthquake now, so it doesn't affect Bronzor, which I didn't think it would, despite saying it was super effective. But we did need to knock that Skuntank back a lot. So Skuntank's here is going to use Flamethrower, which is going to be very effective against Torterra. Bronzor is going to use Gyro Ball, but it's missed Torterra thankfully. Munchlax is confused and it's hurt itself in confusion. Do I go? I'm going to get rid of Bronzor because I want to see what this second Pokemon on this side is as well. I think it might be the Perugly, unfortunately. But we'll just have to see. Gardevoir and Beautifly both go up a level 45 and 49 respectively. So Skuntank uses Belch on Munchlax, so we're going to see what second Pokemon Barry brings out now. Been hit with a Golbat here, and we're going to get a Staraptor from Barry, which is good. So it's lowered the attack of the Skuntank. Now I can use Earthquake here because it will not affect either Pokemon except Skuntank. So close combat hits Skuntank here, so we should have a really good chance of knocking back Skuntank now with this Earthquake if it hits. So it hasn't affected two Pokemon, but it's going to hit Skuntank. So Skuntank is gone. Was it 6v6? I might have miscounted, but Skuntank is gone anyway. Decent amount of XP. Houndoom goes up to level 48. I'm going to continue with Torterra unless something... So we've got two Golbats now. So we bring out Gardevoir. I'm not entirely sure, this could be incorrect, but Psychic might hit both of them. And if it does, potentially be game over for both of them. But we'll just have to see. But we're going to use Pluck from Staraptor, that's a decent amount. So Golbat hits us with U-turn, and it's gone back to Mars. We're going to get a different Pokemon out now, which is Perugly. I knew he'd come up against another one. So, hopefully, we can use Psychic here against Golbat and eliminate that. So then we've only got to focus on the Perugly, which is definitely the most difficult Pokemon by far. Body Slam has hit Staraptor, so Barry's now got two Pokemon out. Sludge Bomb from Gardevoir. Now this needs to hit Gardevoir. There we go, Golbat is gone, so I think all 3 Pokemon from the left are now gone, so we've only got Perugly to deal with. And Barry has sent out an Infernape against Perugly, so this should be able to do a fair amount. Can we use Heal Pulse? Will that work on us, or does that... I'm going to use Dazzling Gleam, so I feel like it's got potentially the best chance, but we don't need to, because it turns out Perugly is weak to Fighting type, and Close Combat has done the damage there from Infernape. Decent amount of XP, so we don't need to use Dazzling Gleam. Oh yeah, we've got the Golbat still, So, we can use Psychic. So Infernape with its speed is going to use Flame Wheel first, which is going to knock it down a fair amount. Not going to get a chance to use Psychic, unfortunately. The attack coming our way instead of the Infernape. Now, I'll bring out Sneasel for the XP, but Infernape should be able to get rid of this by itself. But we'll just see. Infernape's probably going to go first here, I would imagine. So Infernape with Flame Wheel should get rid of it. There we go. So Barry in the first instance is with... what did he have? He had a Munchlax and then something else, and it wasn't all that great. But the Infernape has come up front. So we've got Beat Up now, which Sneasel can learn. So the user gets all party Pokemon to attack the target. The more party Pokemon, the greater the number of attacks. I don't even understand that. So can't tell Sneasel to learn it when I don't understand it. So we've beat Jupiter and Mars here. Whether we'll have to take on someone again. So Barry's fully healed our Pokemon here, which is nice of him. So something looks like it's happening here, but I can't really tell. Fantastic, beautiful. This is the creation of a new galaxy, my new world. What? So looks like Uxie's appeared, as well as Mesprit, and I'm sure Azelf is on the way. There we go. All 3 of them surrounding Dialga now. And now they all left. I think they broke that red chain or whatever it was. It was around Dialga. So Mesprit coming down towards us, but then leaves. The red chain, it crumbled away to nothing, but why? Why would Mesprit, the Pokemon of Lake Verity, appear by your side? But never mind that. It's all destroyed. My galaxy is gone. I won't allow this. I will capture those 3 again and craft another red chain, but before I think about that, I'm going to completely crush you. So here we go. For the second time in 2 episodes, we're going to take on Cyrus. And he could be a lot more dangerous this time. So he's got 4 Pokemon. He's going to start with Hornchkrow, which we struggle to take down. Murkrow, so Hornchkrow is a completely different beast. Now then, what did we use last time? We used Gardevoir with its Dazzling Gleam, is what we used, I think. So hopefully that has a similar effect again, or at least does about half. So we're going to get hit with Air Cutter here, which is going to do about 40% of damage. Now, we really do need to hit first here, which we have done. Dazzling Gleam, let's do about half. Done about 98% really, so Defog, that has lowered our evasiveness. Let's hit it with Psychic. Of course he's hit it with a full restore, which probably means he won't do it again or is less likely to. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. So we're going to have to hit it with 2 Dazzling Gleams here, unless this, yeah, it's not a critical. Steel Wing now, which has almost gotten rid of us. So Dazzling Gleam really needs to do hit here. On about equal health there. Torterra goes up to level 53. So Cyrus is about to send out Crobat. Again, tough old Pokemon. So I don't think we're going to have a speed advantage here. I really don't. I'm going to use a max potion because I really... Whoops. We can't catch his Pokemon. Max potion, we're going to have to use it because there's no chance we beat it for speed. Absolutely no chance, and I think that'll be highlighted when we do actually try and hit it next. So it's going to use Cross Poison, which, I mean, this isn't ideal, is it? I'm going to come second to this every time, I think. Yeah. That was a waste of a move, really. So it's a poison type, which is pretty good against a lot of our Pokemon now. I'm gonna go with Houndoom though. The fire might be able to do a little bit of something. So go with Fire Fang first. So it's gonna use Tailwind, which might send... No, I thought it was going to send out something completely different, so that hasn't happened. We're going to use Foul Play now. Withdrew. It's withdrawn. Oh my god. This is actually a really tough battle. Foul Play. Done almost half, which isn't bad at all. And we'll go with it again. But we're going to get hit with Waterfall. So we're not going to get a chance to hit it again, unfortunately. Now this is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough. Don't have any super effective moves against. This is without doubt the toughest battle we've had yet. Gonna go with Giga Drain now with Torterra. But we're not going first, we're getting hit with Ice Fang, which is super effective. Giga Drain hasn't done much at all. Gonna restore some health here, but we need to avoid that Ice Fang. So if you use Giga Drain here, which has got rid of Gyarados, thank god, we really needed that. Really needed it. I was scared for a second. So Drifblim goes up a level to 43. This Crobat is irritating me. Really irritating me. I'm going to go with Beautifly and I'm going to use a Max Revive on Gardevoir. I should have probably brought in something else, but there we go. So we use the Max Revive and hopefully we'll be able to withstand a move here. So it's hit us with Tailwind, which thank god did not harm us. In terms of speed, this is going to be quite an equal battle now, I would guess. We'll go with Air Cutter and try and take it down to about half. It's hit us with Air Cutter, which could actually knock us out. It hasn't, thankfully. So we've taken it down to about half. Can we go again? It's hit us with Air Cutter, so it's knocked us out, but we can bring Gardevoir out now. Potentially use Psychic to get rid of this, and then move on to his final Pokemon. So, Gardevoir, it just needs to hit once, I reckon. Once and we're good. So we'll use Psychic. Got a quick claw. That is a really powerful move. We need to hit here. Come on. You. So we move on to the final Pokemon now. Which I'm not entirely sure what it is. We've got a lot of... We've got Weavile now. So... What is Weavile potentially weak to? What is Sneasel weak to? Weak to fire. Which would have been Houndoom. Yeah, it's weak to Houndoom, isn't it? So I'll bring out Drifblim, and I'll hit, and I'll use amazing how much more powerful all these Pokemon have got in the space of about half an hour of gameplay for his team. This has been a real thinker. So Drifblim's going to get hit with Fling, which is a bit of an odd move. I've never heard of that. Going to go for Shadow Ball. Got to withstand Aerial Ace first. Shadow Ball hasn't done much at all. So we're going to go with Payback instead, which I don't think will do much either. But if we can get it down to about half, then I give Houndoom a pretty good chance of being able to knock this Pokemon out. So Aerial Ace. So Phantom Force. So we've avoided that Aerial Ace and we've used Phantom Force, so it comes up behind it. Great move to dodge an attack. Suppose we can go with it again. No, we can't. We're going to get hit with an Aerial Ace, so we're going to go down to 1. We've all used Aerial Ace, but it's not going to hit us, and we're going to hit it again from behind. Not very effective. So, from here, we go to Houndoom, and we'll use one of the fire moves, and hopefully that should be that. Hopefully there's no move that it knows it's going to take us out. So Aerial Ace does quite a bit, but if we go with Fire Fang here, of course it knows Dig. Of course it knows Dig. Fire Fang is going to miss. Do I just take the hit here? What do I do? I think I've got to heal up. Unfortunately. I'm going to heal up ready for this hit. Because I know speed wise I'm going to miss out again. I knew it was going to be super effective. Gonna go to Torterra. And I'm going to try and use Earthquake, because I feel that might be another move that might be super effective against it. But I can't be sure. But in the meantime... Now, does Earthquake hit Pokemon that go and do Dig? I think it might. I'm going to get hit anyway. But let's go and hit it here. Not very effective, obviously. And Torterra gets rid of the Weavile. Now, Weavile is what we are wanting, and if that one's anything to go by, then that was a tricky one. So, yeah, I'm glad that it looks a little bit better than our poor wee Sneasel. Anyway, Cyrus, we've beaten him, thank God. I won't accept this with the power spoken of in mythology. I didn't just make it obey me, I made it my own. Phew. I really didn't want to lose to him to have to come all the way back up here. What is truly the ultimate to you? What do you consider perfection? The most important thing, what shines the brightest, telling you is meaningless. But I will not give up. I will become a deity one day, and I will make the ultimate mine. So there we go. Us and Dialga. Dawn is going to rush in with Rowan. Dialga, the Master of Time. It's impossible to tell if it is enraged or saddened, but to me Dialga appears to be waiting for you, Nomad. It seems to be challenging you as a test. Go on, Nomad. Face up to Dialga. Listen to its heart. Understand its thoughts. Dialga is out of control after being dragged out by the red chain and forced to use its power. Dialga seems to be trusting you to stop it. Nomad, I ran into Barry a while ago. He said that he believed in you. He said that you could get the job done. I feel the same way. Please help that Pokemon. It's suffering from being dragged out by Team Galactic. Whew. So here it is then. Dialga, the legendary Pokemon, the mascot of this particular game. Do they expect you to battle it? I'm not really sure they do. And I'm in no position to battle it now. So here we go. I'm just going to use the Master Ball right here. No questions. 3 rolls. Oh, and a Dialga is caught. Not going to use it, but a nice Pokemon to have regardless. Decent amount of XP for everyone as well, which is nice to see. Don't want to give it a nickname, and we'll send it to the box as well. See what these two say about that then. Well, Rowan looks pretty shocked. Nomad, I don't know how you are magnificent. Truly you are incredible. I lived for 60 years, but I have never been thrilled like this. It was only Master Ball. Since the last time the professor did a lot of research, he became very concerned about you, Nomad, so he came out to a place as treacherous as this. Nomad, I'm so glad you're safe. Let's go home. No one has the right to take away anyone's future or anyone's world. There's Rowan. That's all he said. So, wonder if we head through here now, or we can't just... I'm assuming we can just fire away. Let's give that a go, because I've got no intentions of going back through that cave. They've both left, so use the town map. Go check up on Sunny Shore City. So that is obviously where the 7th gym is. That'll be one for next time. So I'm going to fly to Pastoria City. No, I'm not. Right. Next time you see me, I'll be in Pastoria City. Thanks for watching.